Come on. Come on. Damn it. Come on. Oh, there you go, baby. There you go. Ah. Yeah. Woo! That's a nice one. Welcome, this is Sig Taylor with Fish Out Loud. Hey, I'm about ready to make a BLT for lunch here, but I wanted to get a video out here and talk about the importance of catching big fish, okay? I don't care what kind of fish it is, but the importance of knowing your lunar tables, okay? Are we getting close to a full moon? Are we getting close to a new moon? Are we in between? All right? I'm going to share some things with you, and then at the end of the video, you got to click on my mentor, Bobby Barrack, explaining it in more detail because he's one of the best I've ever seen at this. Matter of fact, Brian Latimer put out a post on Instagram saying, hey, name your 5 most inspirational mentors when it comes to fishing. And Brian's was, number 1, Bobby Barrack. Okay, so get ready. We're going to talk a little bit about lunar, and right now I'm on my laptop here and I'm recording. Today's date is June, it's Monday the 3rd, 2024. And if you look at the lunar table right here, you kind of got a value here, and it's 1 to 100 points. I call it points. Today is 70 points. And then we got a primary moon overhead, and we got the primary moon underfoot. There's a few other things out here, talks about where the moon is. But today's time is between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. They're going to be eating, all right? Then we got 9:30 till about 12:30 tonight. They're going to be eating too. So what does that mean? Well, I like to relate it in terms of people, okay? When do you eat lunch, dinner, breakfast, okay? Have you noticed it's kind of about the same time every day? But sometimes you might all of a sudden eat breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning, where usually you'd eat it at 8, and you're wondering why you're so hungry. Well, lunar tables have a lot to do with that. That's how I look at it, okay? And then there's times when you're not hungry. But I can tell you right now, if I'm sitting on the couch in the evening time and my lovely wife Deidre is popping up some popcorn and she's asking me, do you want some popcorn? And I'm saying, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. She sits next to me watching TV. Within seconds, I'm taking my hand and I'm grabbing some popcorn, okay? And that's how I look at it with fishing. So, scenario here, you saw that bass I caught. Well, about 3 hours earlier, I had a big one just kind of come up and show himself. No commitment, okay? And I reached out to Bobby, texted him, said, hey, listen, I'm out here fun fishing. I'm just having a good time. I love throwing frogs, guys, got to tell you. So I was out there throwing frogs, just kind of having some fun. And within minutes, he texts me back. He goes, hey, nothing starts until 12 o'clock. So I kind of figured that because that fish was not committing. I caught a couple little ones, all right? But let me tell you what happened at 11:55. By the way, that was fish number 2. At 11:55, boom! And I mean, that fish ate Bobby's Perfect Frog. By the way, snag proof, Bobby's Perfect Frog. The man who pretty much made frog fishing what it is today. Okay, he went through all the trials and the tribulations of trying to get it right in those early days back in the 1990s. I know what you guys are thinking. How old is this guy? Okay, but pretty much. And only frog I throw. Okay, only frog I throw is the snag proof. But you know, that fish at 9 o'clock would not commit. Okay. At 11:55, the first one, this one was about, this fish that you saw is about 12:15. Okay. It was awesome. I love it. Now that window sometimes, it could be from 12 to 3 o'clock in this day. It kind of was a 3-hour window, but they really bit good from 11:55 to about 11:55 to about 12:30. Okay. I got a video coming out on that here shortly. Okay. But I've had people tell me, hey man, I smoked them here yesterday morning and I didn't get any bites. So I left and went to another spot. And what happens is when that guy who was throwing a spook or whatever, frog, gets them at, 7:30 in the morning, and comes back the next day expecting to get them at 7:30 again, no, he's not going to get them. It's going to be a little later or a little earlier. Okay. So, I love throwing these stick baits. This happens to be the Googan. I just love the smell of these things. I'd eat it. Okay. So when it's during those times that they're not really biting, you want to throw that popcorn at them. Okay. Popcorn being something really slow. They don't have to work really hard. And if they see that stick bait falling down, or you're throwing a creature bait and they see it falling down, they're going to reach over there and go suck it in. Okay. So if you are able to determine when these windows are, because in the old days, I literally threw a frog all day in the summertime. Okay. I literally threw a frog all day in the summertime. And then I caught some fish between that window. Well, back then I really didn't understand it. So I'm sharing with you, I'm going to save you literally thousands of hours. Now, I was on Swim Bait Universe, Facebook, another story here, and guy got a monster dog. I mean, I don't know how this big. This fish was so big. Oh, it's beautiful. And I'm looking at the comments because I like to look at the comments. And one guy goes, "Hey, what was the lunar period? What time did you catch him?" And I started asking all those questions. I just kind of smiled. There's a guy that got it. All the other ones were like, "Hey, that's a really nice toad, man. Really nice, really nice. Oh, you caught it on a swim bait. Awesome, 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 awesome." But that one guy, that one comment, he got it. And I don't think the guy who caught that big fish ever answered him. But start cluing in on this. Okay, guys? I want you guys to go out and catch big fish. Start to understand. You're going fun fishing like I did this day. Okay. Maybe I should have looked and seen when that lunar period was. Okay. But I didn't. I went out. But I have a friend to back me up. So get a backup friend. Okay. Guys, watch this video of Bobby Barrick explaining to Bassmasters, Jason and Calvin from South Africa, what to look for when they came and fished the World Champion Team Championship that Bass was having on the Harris Chain in 2023. All right, guys, remember, you're just one cast away.